So could Zbcn rally by July 31st? We have a lot to discuss in today's video. This is one you do not want to miss, that is for sure. But remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys do your research. Now, real quick, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. But getting into the video here, if we kick things off by taking a look at the crypto bubbles, most of these coins are down. Yesterday it was a red day as well, but yesterday Zbcn actually made a pretty decent rally. I was going to make a Zbcn video yesterday, but there were some things that I had to get done, so that didn't end up happening. But today's video will cover everything I was going to talk about yesterday anyways, right? But as we can see, the coins that's rallying: XDC, we got XTZ, ENA, and CRV. Those are the coins from 1 to 100. If we go over here from 101 to 200, we can see some unexpected rallies. Well, I shouldn't even say unexpected rallies because the crypto space is very unpredictable, right? But you can see that the FTT token is up 14% on the day. Who is buying this token right now? I have absolutely no idea. If you were here in the last bull cycle, then you obviously know what this token represents, all right? But it's absolutely funny. But anyways, let's get into some Zbcn related stuff. Let me actually start off by talking about, make sure you guys don't get scammed, all right? Like, I saw this post, this was from 26 minutes ago. Definitely a scammer. Everyone block and report this person. So this person is pretending to be the founder of Zbcn. So it says here on their X account, founder of Zbcn headquarters by day, trader by night. Like, guys, don't get scammed. Always look for the check mark. The check mark validates everything. All right, so if you're looking for the founder, this is the check mark that you're looking for, and you also see the Zbcn symbol right there. Right, so make sure you guys do not get scammed. There's a lot of scammers out there in the market, and the last thing you want is someone saying, hey, send me some money, it's going towards a good cause, or it's going to help the project. You guys send over some money, then you lose all your money, and then you wonder, hey, what's going on, right? And then you start looking into it, and then you realize you get scammed. Prevent it from the very beginning. Look for that check mark. All right, but getting into something that I came across yesterday, but I think this post was like 2 days ago, 2 days old, right? So on this post, it says, all right, so there's this guy back in May called the XRP rally beginning on July 8th. 2 months later, he got it right to the very day. He claims that the same sources told him that July 31st would be a huge day for Zbcn and Zbcn. He's insinuated that Ripple is pushing Zbcn behind the scenes, and that might explain Simon's comments about Ripple and Zbcn working together. Anyhow, since he got the first call so accurate, I'm curious as to whether or not he's going to be accurate for, this time around for Zbcn on the 31st of this month. Okay, now, do I think, all right, first off, let's actually go over and check what happened here. So he called XRP's rally on July 8th. XRP was sitting at $2.28, and apparently he called this rally from 2 months ago. And XRP actually made crazy highs, right? So from July 8th to there, XRP went parabolic. Now, some people might not look at this as parabolic. I mean, it went from $2.26 to just $3.65. But considering the market cap size of this coin, that is definitely a massive move towards the upside. If this thing was sitting at a market cap of like, I don't know, 100 million or something like that, and it went from 226 to 365, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not a big move whatsoever. But yeah, for a market cap this size, this was definitely a pretty big move. Now, do I think the same is going to happen for Zbcn? You never know. You never know at the end of the day. It's just random predictions. Honestly, that's all we can do. We can take certain informations at hand. Like, for example, if we think that the entire space is going to blow up at the end of this month, then yes, I expect Zbcn to blow up with the entire space. Even though Zbcn does its own thing, like I mentioned earlier, yesterday, Zbcn was going off. Like, I think it was up like over 30% or something like that. Meanwhile, the rest of the markets was just underperforming. All right, so you never know at the end of the day, but we'll see. I'm going to pay attention to July 31st though, because if that call was right, then that's someone that I need to pay very close attention to because they know how to predict the future clearly. All right, but some pretty good news here for Zbcn. So they posted this yesterday. So the Zbcn ecosystem continues to accelerate. Our June 2025 report highlights sustained momentum across payroll and card volumes, including the conversion of Science Card UK users into the Zbcn Cards ecosystem and the addition of new payroll clients in the US. Let's check this out. Payroll volume bi-weekly, 21.5 million. Bi-monthly, 43 million. Employees serve 11,700. Enterprise clients 230. So yeah, that's some cool stuff right there, right? And people still remain very bullish on Zbcn actually. Let's go back here, see if I could see what people are saying about Zbcn right now. All right. I know some people are still calling for Zbcn to reach a dollar. And obviously, we want that to happen. If Zbcn reaches a dollar, a lot of people is going to retire. That is for sure. Okay, so this person says Zbcn looks a little hairy right now, but could be a Zbcn bullish reversal brewing. People are still bullish on this thing. The community is extremely solid. I will say for a coin that's got a market cap of what I think it's like just under 300 million or something like that. It's got a very, very solid community. I will definitely say that. And we all know the community is massive when it comes to crypto. If a project has a strong community behind it, it could do some very magical things. I see it all the time in crypto, man. Even if a coin is really terrible, really bad tokenomics, and I'm not saying that Zbcn is terrible and have bad tokenomics, definitely not. But I've seen like really terrible projects really do well because it just have a very solid community. All right, but yeah, people are still bullish here on Zbcn. And again, this person says, let's see, I am 1,000% confident Zbcn will reach $1. The upside is too massive right now. So yeah, you know, people are 1,000% confident Zbcn is going to reach $1. We're going to see how things play out here. But if we check out the chart action right now, let's check out the indicator first, see what it's saying. Oh, that's not good actually, because another bearish momentum was just fired on July 17th. So that's not a great sign. And the one before that was fired on June 30th. So the indicator is saying that Zbcn, the charts right now, is still looking pretty bearish, right? What I am going to say about this chart is ever since making crazy highs back in May, this thing came all the way down to 0.0023, and a couple of Zbcn videos ago, maybe like 2 or 3, I did say how I did see a scenario because the way that it had been performing, we could come down and retest these levels right here, and this acted as previous resistance area, so now I'm expecting it to act as a support level, right? So I think, yeah, there is chance where we could come back down here. So about 0.0021, there is a scenario there, even though it did make a pretty nice rally yesterday. It could have been a dead cat bounce for the short term. All right, but we do see that Zbcn has insane resistance right here, 0.0036. It tried breaking through 3 times and it failed. It failed miserably, right? And then it came down to 0.0028, bounced up. And on the day, it's kind of looking a little bit weak, I will say. I do think we're going to come down and at least test this area again around 0.0023 for sure, and maybe even a little bit below that. If it bounces from where it's at, absolutely, that'll be fantastic. But yeah, there's an insane amount of resistance at 0.0036 as I'm recording this right now. But what's funny, or what's interesting, is the fact that a lot of early investors, so if you guys have been following me, you clearly got in, or at least you should have gotten all the way at the bottom of the charts right now. So you would actually still be up on your investment. But again, this is why I always preach take profits, no matter what coin you're holding, no matter how bullish you're on something. You just never know when the reversal is going to happen, right? But Zbcn is still making the right moves, and I'm going to continue to make Zbcn videos because 1, the community is solid, 2, the project is legit, and just because something is going down in the short term doesn't mean it's a sucky project. You know, sometimes the price takes a little bit long to reflect on the overall success of the overall success of what's coming for a certain project. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. Zbcn went on a parabolic rally, it pulled back, had its correction, and eventually it's going to start making its way back towards all-time highs. That's what I think. Just you are going to have to be a little bit patient, especially if you didn't get in when we got in and you got in somewhere up here. Then unfortunately you're down on your investment, and you're going to have to be a little bit patient and look for buy opportunities that you think is great for yourself. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice. Make sure you guys do your own research. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. What are you guys doing with Zbcn? Are you continuing to hold? Do you think that Zbcn is going to eventually retire you? Zbcn is going to make the price target of $1? Let me know in the comment section down below. But again, hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, take care.